Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Today we have our friend, new instructor inside Halal Portfolio. His name is Abban. He's from India. Inshallah, he's gonna share his analysis on cryptocurrencies today. We're going to have, inshallah, a new perspective as well in the market so we can strengthen our analysis. Let's go and see what he has to say. Welcome.
Hello, assalamu alaikum everyone. So, as Vice has introduced me, my name is Abban, and uh, I have been into the crypto space for almost 5 years. So, basically, I will try to share my views on the chart setups and the uh, long positions, the spot positions will take. So, I'll come from the top down approach, coming from the uh, monthly to weekly and then daily and then to 4 hourly time frames, what I see and how you can use this strategy to basically find uh, uh, key assets which we can invest and uh, take our profits from. So let's start.
Let's go. I don't know
So
what's wrong. Your voice comes just a little bit like it gets disconnected. Maybe I don't know what's the reason, or because you're talking in low voice.
uh, is it coming now?
It's much
Hello.
better, much better. Yes, bro. Much better. Thank
Okay.
you.
So let's start. So this is basic attention token. If you were in the uh, group. So I had shared this one setup, which
Yes.
I thought it was basically in the demand zone from what I can see. So let's come to the yearly chart. So currently, as you can see, this is the uh, drop down from all-time highs of almost $1. Then the yearly candles have been looking quite uh, testing its lower support. So then we'll come back to the lower time frame, let's say 6 months. Then let, let's see the structure, what is happening here. So it is unclear in this time frame as well. So let's go back to the lower time frame, let's say 3 months. So what I can see, the asset is
Excuse
dragging
me,
down.
bro.
Then
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're talking. But I don't know. I can still cannot like properly hear you. Maybe something is wrong.
you're not able to hear
Now I can. What did you fix? Like,
nothing.
I
Let
don't
me
know.
do something.
Maybe when you
I
speak louder.
remove. So let's come down to the monthly level. So I can see we are forming a descending triangle. So what we can do is come back to the weekly time frame in which we will see the granular details of the candles and see what kind of structures we are forming and what kind of accumulation and markdown regions are we forming. So what I can see first is I will find the ranges from previous charts and the current. So from here, I can see this range is forming this, this, and this is the accumulation, and then this is the markup.
Yes.
Then the distribution is happening here, and then the drag down. So what I see is from the math perspective, it's a sinusoidal wave. It comes like this, like this, like this, like this. So I keep finding these ranges and then the markups and then the distributions. So let's get back to previous candles. What are we going to see here? I can find one range here as well. So first top, then second top, then we go down. Again, here I can also see one another range, distribution, accumulation. So market basically moves in a sinusoidal pattern. You will see accumulations, markups, and distributions. So let's come to our main zone. So currently we have been in a great accumulation zone. So one touch, two touch, one touch, two touch. This is 50% retracement. So what I find in a range, let me explain it here. Suppose this is a box and either way trailing from top. So it will create something like this. One top, then go to the bottom, then second top, go to the bottom, then third top, and then it retraces the 50% of that range. So then when it comes back, it becomes my point of uh, entering the trade, and my stop loss will be the zero point 0.5 retracement of this range. So if I basically create this wave retracement, my stop loss will be here. So let's come back to our basic attention token trade. So what I can see here, from top it's going one touch, second, third, fourth, fifth retracement of 50%, and then impulsive candle. And then the plus point is we make a double tap on that top of the range. So this is one and this is two. And now we enter this trade with a top loss to the bottom of this candle. So I had recently shared this chart, and now coming back to the daily candle, now we'll find few uh, resistances and diagonals. So what we can do is find a common point where this diagonal is basically respecting the resistance. So I had created it from going down to the daily level. See granular details. So here the candle broke out, found support, then did some manipulation. Then in the next candle, daily candle, it went down. It couldn't hold above this red line, and then the manipulation. Basically, this is what we call a distribution, and then a drag down to the bottom. Similarly, going back here, what we can see an impulsive candle, but this was very low to the upside of this resistance. So it is risky to enter here. So it needs to basically confirm here. So this would have been a good entry point, but this dragged down below this point. So this is second resistance for this diagonal, and then comes the confluence points for other candles as well. So here we can see it found support, it found resistance, support, resistance, and then resistance, and then support, and then finally drag down. So this is our first diagonal where we can see this is being respected for the whole chart. Then we can find a common point of resistance. So what I do for finding these is the pivot points. So this helps me find. So pivot point, what it does is basically finds the equilibrium point of the whole candlestick pattern. So for example, let's go here. Currently, let me go to the highest level is the pivot time frame. So let me see if we can see in the bi-yearly. No, in the yearly. Yes. So here where I have drawn this resistance level at this point. So I can find we have almost two pivot points, which is the equilibrium of this whole chart. So this is one of our resistance. Then I find confluence with the support and resistances, that here it has acted as the resistance. Then I'll go down to the daily level. If it's been respected, yes, this is a equilibrium point where ranges have been formed and we have been rejected from it quite well. So this is our first resistance. Then I'll find support levels as well. So similarly, using these pivot points, I can use this strategy with basic demand zones and uh, basically create support lines. So for example here, uh, this is a range, this is a range, and this is a bigger range. Then we'll basically, again in the pivot points, we'll look for supports and resistances which fall in this. So currently, for example, this support 1. This is our first support, which has been respecting here, 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 and this is a weekly time frame. So this is first method. So currently, let's go down to the lower levels. So in the morning, I had basically checked this. We had the range in which I was talking earlier, that a range, then the double bottom happened here, and now in the lower time frame, let's say 4 hours, I can see the drop down. Let me hit this. 1 second. From the top, this is a downtrend. Then we are forming one kind of wedge. So wedges in the bottom. This is a powerful sign that we are trying to break out from this whole demand zone and then maybe test higher levels. So what I did, uh, these all points in confluence, I entered this trade here at almost $0.18, and this is the first level of resistance. What I think, once it breaks out of this wedge top resistance, the next point where the pivot, where the chart finds its equilibrium, is this point. I'm targeting almost 38%, and the stop loss is below the bottom of the candle, which is almost 11%. So my RR ratio is almost 3.5%. But once the second rule is, once you enter the trade, if it basically either it fails here or it does something like this. So either it finds resistance and comes down here, maybe goes
Then break.
back up,
Yeah.
then retest and then go up. This is the first thing. Or it can go down back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can do this as well. So what we can, let me, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So we can also do this. So these are the setups we should be aware of. So since currently I am in a profit of, let's say, almost 6%, so I should either take profits or TP1 here, because this is a resistance point as well. We could literally fail from here and then come down to this level. It's better to take profit, some of your portion, almost I would say 25% here, and Also, you can basically, instead of losing 11%, you could just do break even, take 25%, and let it confirm. Let it confirm first. So, say either it breaks above this, you're still in profit. If it comes down, you're still in profit. So, this is the strategy I follow myself. Yeah, Vice, do you have any
Yes.
thoughts about this?
The thing is that we had Zoom on for very long. Now it's coming to an end. But we have like 6 minutes. Mashallah, it was very good analysis. I like it. Um, uh, do you want me to also do analysis on this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let me quickly show you then my chart. Okay. Yes. It was a very nice trade. That's why what I did was today that I took it as well.
Mhm.
And I shared it with everybody to like take it this way.
How's the profit going?
The profit is doing well. I think I haven't checked it to be honest. My entry was at 1830 something. So far it's doing well. Like it did go, bro.
Almost 5%, yeah.
Uh, I saw it late. I saw it very late. So for me, let me tell you quickly how I think. Let's clear everything. So if we come, I make things very very simple. Sometimes it puts me in danger, but that's how I think. Anyway, so if I see it like it's going on a channel that is still accumulating, which is in a bigger accumulation area, which all these, if you see it from this perspective, it's in a very big accumulation area. Every time it came to this level of support, it reacted quite very well. So this is in weekly. If we see it on monthly, we can also see that it is respecting this entire level of demand that is here. So I come back in the daily. I had this on my chart, but the thing is that I didn't check it when you told me. I was like, damn. Then I came and checked that. Then I also showed you this that against BTC, it is currently very strong. So if you see this move,
I wanted to see.
yes.
Against BTC.
So against BTC, we do have a level of resistance, but this candle seems like it's gonna break. So we need to see how this weekly is gonna close. We need to at least close above this entire place.
The previous two candles I can see it had tried the VIX I can see.
Yes.
So we could potentially clear this range and test the supply, which is almost above 0.00004. Yeah.
Yes, so it's quite strong because so many times it has tried and it's on weekly. The fact that it couldn't break tells me a lot of things, but I still want to see how it will close above this week, which it might just do it. It's very, very strong. So charts like this against BTC is quite well to trade at these times since Bitcoin dominance is falling. Now, on the other hand, this is one thing that right now we are in an accumulation phase. The other one is that, let me put it on daily. So if we see the daily range, this is the level of support. There you can see that it has rejected quite well. And when I see in daily, especially after a very good impulse in the past, like twice it did, this hammer candle, which I really trust a lot of times, it gives me a lot of confluence that it can even break higher to 24. So the first TP that you had there, it can go to, but I even gave the range for a longer term that we can do 100% in this trade if Bitcoin dominance actually goes above this. So this is how I see it now in 4 hour. I come here. Then what I saw today was this range was clear engulfing candle we had. And these two smaller candles were showing me that it's gonna just push directly to this level of resistance, which it has. That's why I took it. Now, on the other hand, if I see where can I exit, it's very simple. So we have a drop. We made a base here, then we have another drop. This is one of the structures of supply and demand. So what am I gonna take profit is at this level. I think all these smaller resistances, because a lot of people put their stop loss here, they should be pushed out and taken out. Then once we are in this level of supply, then it might make a correction and come back to maybe this range. And
I've shared
now
one
after
chart as well.
yes,
It's basically a Wyckoff accumulation model. So
yes, correct. Correct. It can run higher because of the strength. Then there are other ways to also see it. You check the what is it? You check the volume. You see when the volume is dropping and if it's dropping or no. Then you try to find the best scenario here.
Correct.
Yeah, so I think the meeting is done because it's gonna get finished our time. We can maybe do inshallah more later. It was very good, very nice. Thank you, Abban. Inshallah, we're gonna see more. So if you guys like the content, then share it to your friends. Inshallah, we'll see you guys later. Have a good time.